Hey everybody, Pastor Josh here, and this is the weekly update for Redeeming Grace Church. It is Sunday evening, August 2nd. It's a beautiful night, and I'm getting this video out a little bit early because this is going to be a crazy week for me. I'm going to be helping out with the VBS that's happening at Ellsworth Air Force Base. I'm going to be teaching several times every morning, a bunch of kids. And so yeah, I'm going to be it's going to be a busy week. So I wanted to get this out tonight and get it to you, and just let you know I have a bunch of announcements and updates. So I'm going to try to go through this as quickly as possible. But first of all, this morning we had a wonderful worship service together. We actually had a COVID record of 64 people join us. And so that is so encouraging. Before COVID hit, we were running kind of in the low 60s, high 50s. And so to have 64 people back was just super encouraging, and kind of felt like, okay, we've survived this and we still have a church after COVID. So obviously some things are a little different and we're still working our way back. But was just really encouraged. And I know that there's several of you that haven't been able to come back yet, or were just gone to this morning. And so we have a lot of people starting to be part of our church and attend, and that's so encouraging to me. One challenge to that is that with our protocols of social distancing, we're starting to creep up close to our maximum capacity. So we're going to have to start getting creative in making sure that we honor what the journey's asking us with social distancing, the assigned seats and all that stuff. And still accommodate the people that want to come worship with us. And so if you would register early in the week, that would really help me. That helps me understand what pieces can go where, and really make sure I maximize as many of our seats as possible. The earlier you do that in the week is good. If it happens kind of last minute, then I often have to rejuggle the whole thing. So the earlier you do that in the week, the easier it is for me to kind of piece things together and make sure we're making the maximum use of our space, honoring the journey's requirements, and keeping everybody safe. So you can do that at redeeminggrace.info. Would love to have you register even now for next Sunday. One downside to today is that our live stream failed kind of halfway through. Our camera just shut off for some reason. I think it's an update issue, but that's the first time we've really had it totally fail on us. So I'm going to do some research on that, and hopefully it'll be up and running next week. So I apologize for those of you that were following along or wanted to watch or listen to a recording later. It's just gone. So you can catch the first 15 minutes of my message and get part of the way through Psalm 69, but the rest is just totally gone. So I apologize for that, and hopefully we don't have that happen again. So maybe the Lord just didn't want that message to be preserved, so which is fine. That's okay. Just a few other things. On August 16th, at 10 a.m., we're going to not have worship at the Journey. We're actually going to join with South Canyon Baptist and have a 10 a.m. worship service at Main Street Square, an outdoor worship service. So mark that down. August 16th, 10 a.m. at Main Street Square with South Canyon Baptist Church, an outdoor worship service. So bring your lawn chair, and I encourage you to invite someone. Sometimes people feel a little more comfortable coming to that kind of service outside than they do coming to a church building or inside in any way. So take advantage of that opportunity, and we'll have a special Sunday that day worshiping with our mother church. Remember, it's 10 a.m., not 10:30, so you have to get up super early. So a couple things just to let you know about that are coming is that we are working hard at trying to figure out a way to reintroduce kids type stuff on Sunday mornings. Both Sunday school type stuff at 9 o'clock, but then also nursery and children's church during the service. So we're targeting September. We're working on that right now, a way to do that in a safe way that honors what the Journey's asking, and keeps into account all of the different things we need to think about. And so if you have kids that would be in that age group and you would be interested, that would be helpful to have that back in place. We would love to kind of just get your opinion and your feedback on what's going on. So if you have some thoughts on that, we want to find a way to serve you the best that we can. I think those of you with little kids in particular, coming to our particular church has been a little bit of a challenge. So we want to try to overcome that in the next month or so, and would love to know if there's anything that we can do to sort of accommodate the needs of you and your children. So, but we're going to try to put that piece back into place in September. And the other thing too is our small groups. So we have a couple of small groups that meet. One that meets every other Monday. That's my group. And then we have one that meets, I think, occasionally on Thursdays. And so we're working those back. Like to this point, normally they would meet in a home around a meal, discuss the sermon, pray together. That's kind of the idea, the table fellowship in a home, and then discuss the sermon and then pray. But just, what we're doing right now is no meals on those right now. And for right now, mine has been meeting in a park every other Monday night. And we just discuss the sermon and pray, really brief, but it's been nice. So be patient with us as we continue to bring those back. We're going to try to do so in a responsible way and hope to bring those all the way back and maybe add more groups in the future. But if you're interested in being a small group, eventually, maybe even not right now, but eventually, let me know and I'll include you in on the information that's going out, and then you can kind of decide when and at what point you might be interested in engaging a little bit further in being part of those sermon-based discussion small groups. And so would be happy to keep you in the loop on that if you want specific information about that. So be patient with us, but because it's just weird and we need to kind of make our way back. So one other thing that I've got coming up that I would love to let you know about is that I am going to do a book study on Monday mornings at Dunn Brothers at 6 a.m. So kind of a before work, 6 a.m. to about 7:15 at Dunn Brothers on Mondays starting August 17th. And I have a book, I don't have it with me, called Union with Christ with Rankin Wilben. I just love that book. It's great for discussion. The chapters are short and it's readable, but it also is just theologically rich. And so if you're a guy that would be interested in getting up early on a Monday morning and discussing one chapter in a book a week and praying together, then I would love to include you in that. Let me know that as soon as possible, because we are going to start August 17th. I need to order the books, and would love to know if that's something that you would like to be a part of. Okay. Let's see, 3 more things. One is that we have set up a partnership with LoveINC ministry here in town to do monthly furniture deliveries. And so our first one is going to be this Saturday. We've got a team ready that's going to go out at 9 a.m. this Saturday and deliver furniture to people who have requested it, earned it. And so we're going to deliver that furniture on behalf of LoveINC, and then we're going to share the gospel with these with the people that we're delivering to, and invite them to our church. And our goal is that we would have 4 different teams, 1 per week, each team doing once a month deliveries of furniture. So LoveINC is kind of backed up and needs to get these deliveries out to people, and these are people in our neighborhood around the journey that we would love to meet and invite to our church and share the good news of Jesus with them. So right now we've got 2 teams. One's going to start this Saturday, another one in a couple of weeks. But if that's something you're interested in being a part of that outreach ministry, let me know, and I would love to include you in on those teams and when they're going to be going. And it's just going to be a wonderful way to serve a physical need and a spiritual need at the same time. And LoveINC has done all the hard work for us. We just show up with a couch, carry it in, talk about Jesus, give them a gift, pray for them, and trust that the Lord's going to use that. So also, I met last week with the Missoulahan, I think I'm saying that right, Senior Center, which is just a block down, not even a block down, on the other side of the Boys Club from the Journey Museum. So a couple of our members are members there. Members of our church are members also at that Senior Center. And so I met with their director and just tried to hear what kind of service things we might be able to partner with them on. One is that they would love to have some flower beds built. There would be some of their members that would really love to tend a flower garden, and that might be kind of a cool thing that some of their residents would really enjoy. But they would love a team that would come and just kind of construct and set that out for them. So if that's something you're interested in, let me know. The other thing is that they, for a long time, were doing a once a month Sunday morning breakfast for the community. It was cheap, it was good, and they would have just different people from the community, not just seniors, although a lot of their seniors came, but just other people as well would come for that breakfast. And it was at 7 a.m. one Sunday a month. And I just always thought that, man, if we wanted to jump in on that, we could just have breakfast and fellowship with some people, meet some people, and then just invite them to church. Like, hey, do you want to come to church with me? Like, hey, in 30 minutes, so or an hour or whatever. So they don't have anyone doing that breakfast anymore. The people that were doing it stepped down from that. So there's an opportunity. They would be happy to do it again. And if our church wanted to, because we're just right there, offer that service, I think it'd be super cool to just meet people in the community, serve the members of their senior center, and then just invite people to our church. So I love eating and just talking to people, so this appeals to me. But if that's something you're interested in, obviously we would need a team that would help us do this, and it would be a commitment. But it would be cool to cook breakfast for these folks, and then invite them to church. So the last thing is that Brie and I have big news. We've been in part of an adoption process for quite some time, and been waiting to be matched with a child. And about a week and a half ago, we got a match. And so there's a little girl that'll be that we're going to now be pursuing quite ferociously over the next year to year and a half, to bring her into our family. So thank you for praying for us. And if you want to know more information, I have to be careful what I share on the internet, but if you want to be part of kind of a private group that we're sending information out to pray and to support, let me know, and I'd be happy to add you to that circle of information where we can share a little more specifically about the details of what's going on. But just pray for us. As if 2020 couldn't get any crazier for us, we're going to adopt a little girl from one of the hardest countries in the world in the middle of a pandemic, and on a church planter's livelihood. So pray for us, but man, what a ride. It'll be great. So thanks for praying for us. Thanks for watching this video. I know it's long. Maybe you'll have to rewatch it a couple times, but if there's anything that sticks out in this video that kind of grabs your heart or grabs your interest, reach out to me, call, text, email, whatever. And I would be happy to kind of help you understand more what's going on and get connected. So God bless you. Let me know if there's any way I can serve you this week, and hope to see you soon.